Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please subscribe, like, comment and share my videos to your friends. I will really appreciate. Apparently most of you have been asking me which is the easiest way that one can use to move from Kenya to Italy, and on today's video I'm going to give you a detailed guideline on how you can move to Italy if you're a Kenyan. First thing you need to know, you have to ask yourself, why do I really need to move from Kenya? Apparently, if you already know the reason, maybe you want to study, you want to travel, or you want to do business, you will have to take the type of visa according to your reason of travel. Yes, according to recent searches, the Embassy of Italy with its official partner, the VFS Global in Kenya, have given an outline of the types of visa that Kenyans need in order to move to Italy. They have the business visa, they have the employment, the study visa, the invitations, visa for medical treatment, mission, sports, family reunion, adoption, tourist, and re-entry. So yes, after identifying the type of visa that you need, each visa has a different requirements. Like if you want a business visa, you will have to gather different documents in order for you to get the visa. If you need a tourist visa, the documents that you need to submit to the embassy are so different from the other types of visa. For today, let's just focus on the type C visa. That's the invitation and the tourist visa. What you need, how long it takes. Yeah, that's what we are going to focus on in today's video. So yes, the type C visa that Kenyans need to move to Italy, it's a short visa. Short means not more than 90 days. And apparently it has different requirements from the other types of visas. So number one requirement that we as Kenyans need in order to move to Italy, or in order to get the visa, number one, you have to have a you have to have the visa application form. Where do you get this visa application form? You go to the VFS Global Italy. In that website, you will find a link that gives you, after you've selected the type of visa that you need, you will get a link that will guide you to download the visa application form. Once you've downloaded, you print and you fill in as needed. Number two, you have to submit passport size photos. Different countries have different specifications for the passport size, so you have to be keen, especially if you're going to take a picture. If you go to the cyber, you have to let the guy who is taking your picture know that you are going to a certain country, so that he can give you a right passport size photo for the country that you are going to apply your visa to. You can check out the photo specifications for Italy visa applications. Number three, you need a valid passport, the international passport. And this passport has to be at least have some 2 blank pages, so that once you get the visa, they have a space to attach your visa on the passport. This passport shouldn't be so old, like not taken like 10 years ago. something like that. I'm not so sure about that. And it has to be at least 3 months after your travel date before it expires. I don't know if you really understand what I mean. Like, if your visa is supposed to expire in 2023, in July, 2023 in July, and you are supposed to travel in June, it's not possible. So your your passport expiration date should be at least 3 months or more valid. Number 4 requirement is the proof of accommodation. Remember, guys, we are talking about the type C visa, or the invitation of the tourist visa. So proof of accommodation includes hotel reservations. Especially if you are going as a tourist, they usually ask you for the hotel reservations, and these hotel reservations, you can book the dummy reservations from the VSF Global Italy website. Or if someone is inviting you, you have a host in Italy, all you need is just to ask them to fill in the sponsorship letter and declare that they will take care of you. That sponsorship letter has somewhere that you write, the host writes his name, address, and you also have to fill in your names and address and where you live and why you want to go there, and who is going to take care of the bills like transport, hotels for your period of stay. Yes, and for this part where the host has to give out the sponsorship letter and the invitation letter, I think it's a one form sponsorship letter. It's one. After he has done that, they have to also attach their copy of passport. And in most cases, the embassy usually prefer that the person inviting you has already been in Kenya maybe once or twice. And because once they see that the other person's passport, like if he's not traveled so much, the chances of being denied the visa are quite high. Yes, and the person inviting you, like let's say he's Italian, he has to provide the Italian residence permit, like proof of where he lives. If he has a house, he has to provide a proof that he has a house where you are going to stay. Yes, and without forgetting, they have to provide their bank statements so that like it's a proof that they are going to sustain your stay for that period of time that you have requested the embassy to give you. Yes, it's not so hard. It's just that you have to do the things just like the embassy needs. So don't feel like it's too much. You just need to do the things in the right way. Yes. So the 5th thing to do is you have to have a proof of the travel reservation. The travel reservations, also you can get your flight bookings on the VFS Global Italy website. They usually have a link where you can do the flight bookings. Also, you can just book the flights with some travel companies. Like for me, the first time I used Bonfire Adventures to book the travel reservations. The next thing guys, you need a travel insurance, the visa travel insurance. Also, this you can get it from the VSF Global website. I think apparently all that you need, you can get it on the VSF Global. It's not free. It's not free. You pay some certain amount. I'm not so sure. I can't remember the exact amount. But once you click the link, you will get the rates according to your days of stay. But you can also book with different insurance companies like IC, Lion. Yeah, there are so many different travel companies, but it has to be like a Schengen, covering the Schengen area. You can also purchase this travel insurance in Europe Assistance website because it's accepted by the Italian authorities. Yes, guys, let's have a break before we move to the next requirement. If you're new here, by the way, subscribe. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be sharing most of anything to do with Italy, movement, travel, lifestyle. So feel free. You can subscribe. Please, guys, just subscribe. Let's move on to the next requirement that you need. You have to, as the Kenyan who wants to travel, you also have to prove that you have sufficient funds for your travel, because you never know, maybe the host inviting you might change his mind. So it's always good that you have your own money. That's why they usually ask for the proof of sufficient finance that will cater for your travel. And roughly, if you are traveling for more than 20 days, they usually ask, like, you should have roughly 200 euros per day. So you can calculate according to the number of days that you want to travel, 200 euros per day. If you're traveling for 30 days, you multiply by 30. So that's the amount that maybe you should have in the account to show that you are able to sustain yourself financially. And this, you provide the bank statements, I think for the latest 3 months. Yes. Number 8 requirement, it's a proof of the civil status. This is like you provide the birth certificates, the copy of your birth certificates or marriage certificates. Yeah, that is it. And the most crucial thing is, which is the 9th requirement for the visa application. You need to have a personal cover letter. You have to write to the embassy a letter addressing the embassy. You have to explain why you want to visit Italy, how long you want to stay in Italy, when will you come back, and when will you leave from Kenya, and give at least a detailed explanation of your trip. It's more of, you have to also include your travel itinerary for the period of days that you're going to stay in Italy. Yeah, that is what you need. And usually the embassy asks you to provide a proof, like an attachment, that you are going to come back to your home after they visit. So what are some of the things that they need? If you are employed, this is like it's an additional information that the embassy wants from you during the visa application. And depending on your occupational status, here are some of the requirements, the additional requirements that the embassy needs from you as a Kenyan who wants to travel to Italy. Definitely from my previous videos, you guys say that I'm shy. So let me know in the comment section, how did I do it today? And if you have any question, if you don't understand any part of this video about the requirements, or if you have a question concerning anything else that I've not spoken in this video, please just write in the comment section. I will reply to all your comments. Yes, so guys, we were saying that the embassy usually needs some additional visa requirements, that it's like a proof that you are going to come back to your country after you visit Italy. Number one, if you are employed, they will need that you provide your recent employee or reference letter with information about your start date, the job title, the salary, and the requested vacation period. You also have to provide some payslips for the last 3 months, and also a bank statement for the last 3 months before your travel. If you're self-employed, the embassy usually asks for a copy of your business license, your bank statements, like the current 3 months, and an income tax return document. You have to show that you've been paying tax and all that. And if you're a student, the embassy wants that you provide the enrollment letter from the school. And if you are retired and you need to move to Italy, you have to provide a proof of that you are receiving pension for the last 6 months. What else, guys, did I forget to tell you? After you've gathered all these documents, you have to download the document checklist. It's still on the VSF Global Italy website. You have to download the document checklist that you will also include in your documents during the submission. So after you've gathered all the documents, the next thing you have to do is you have to book an appointment. Where do you book this appointment? The appointment you book in VSF Global Italy website. Yeah. And before you book that appointment, you have to be sure that the visa processing takes quite a month or 2 weeks. So you have to give the embassy some time to process the visa. And if you are booking for the appointment, sometimes it's quite hard because you will try to book, but you won't get the appointment date so close. So before you decide on the travel dates, you can also check on the appointment dates available. Yeah, because if you don't check the appointment and you've already processed all your documents, some of the documents will become invalid. So all you need to do is after you do a rough review of all the documents you need, you have to decide the travel date. You have to check the booking appointment available on the VSF Global website. Yeah. So that if you pay for the documents and you get like a time, the appointment time is quite ahead, sometimes the documents that you have will become invalid. So it's always good to check the times and do the comparison. Yes. So after booking the appointment, to book the appointment, during the appointment day, you will have to take these documents to VSF Global offices, and you usually pay the visa application fees. It's quite around 13 Kenya shillings, 13,000 to 15, depending on other extra charges, like if you are paying for the passport photo from the embassy, if you're paying for the delivery of your passport, if you're paying for the SMS, like You will, once you get on this website, you will see all the things that you can, the additional charges if you want. If you don't want, you just pay 13,500. If it's still the same, they have not changed, or according to the dollar exchange rate. So yes, once you've paid, at the counter, you will get asked some few questions about yourself, about the person inviting you, or about your journey. So you have to know how to answer some of these questions. They are not hard. It's just about you. You say what you want to do, where you go, when you come back. Yeah, just be honest, guys. Yeah, after the submission, that's all. You just have to wait for the visa. The visa takes quite, depending on the emergency of your situation, sometimes 5 days to a month. So it's that easy, guys. All you just need to is gather all the documents required by the embassy and submit and wait. Then after you get, if you get the visa, now you can book the real thing, not the dummy. You can't use the dummy flights that you paid for on the website. So you have to go back and book all those things. Book the flight in real time. Yeah. And you can always choose to, if you want to go and pick your passport at the embassy, or if you want to do the, if you want them to do the delivery for you, you always choose and give the address to where you want the passports delivered. Yeah, I'm so glad that you've watched the video to the end. Please, if you've not subscribed, just subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome back for more videos. Anything Italy, anything travel, anything visas. I hope I'll do the next video of how you can stay longer in Italy. So please, guys, subscribe, and let's move together in this journey. Thank you so much. See you on my next videos. Ciao. Ciao, ciao.